Die Jäger. Die Jäger. Die Jäger. Hi, my name is Holden Brandenstein, and I am a student at Point Park University concentrating in directing. Though I have and will continue to seek a comprehensive understanding of every aspect of filmmaking, because as I see it, if you want to become the best possible director you can be, you have to have the insight to how each and every one of the jobs works in order to properly give them the direction so that the vision of the film can be achieved. Before I really get into this, I wanted to quickly establish that I want to be as genuine and transparent as I can be, something that seems to be dwindling in this day and age. I want you to have the opportunity to make an educated decision if you decide to donate, which of course would be greatly appreciated. As such, I would like to be able to have these developmental videos to be uncut from start to finish, but I simply don't know if that's possible. I've already attempted to do this once already with simple notes instead of a script that I can go off of, but I just stumbled over my words and it would have been cut up so much that it wouldn't have been really what I wanted it to. So with that said, I am reading off of a script that I wrote up so that I can take the time to properly formulate how I want to say everything and not be so stressed about it on the spot. With all of that out of the way though, let's talk about the project. We just finished up our junior year and we'll be going into senior year this coming fall semester, which means my peers and I will be working on our senior theses. As far as the project goes, in terms of the university's guidelines, it's rather straightforward. We have 12 minutes to tell a narrative story. What you do with those 12 minutes is entirely up to you. And for this short film, I will be the writer, director, and producer. So, what is Die Jäger? Die Jäger is a story that takes place in the frighteningly near future, a post-apocalyptic wasteland frozen over from irreversible damage done to the atmosphere. As the world population has plummeted, the few left struggle to survive in the harsh conditions that they find themselves in. It's a world that brings age-old questions of human nature to the forefront, a world that explores whether or not we are good or evil. As for the story of the short film, it acts as a means of setting up the world and the conflict that has consumed such world. The struggle for survival between those trying to simply survive and get by, and those willing to take what they want by force. This short film version of the larger story has 4 characters that each live within this world by their own means, but whenever their paths intersect, that's when conflict ensues. As we get further into the development of everything, I plan on making more videos going to further depth of the various aspects that'll go into making this short film. First and foremost, breaking down the budget so that everyone can have a clear understanding on how the money raised will be spent on the film, going into further detail about the specifics of how much will be allocated towards each stage of production, and what some of the main priorities are for what we need to make sure we get bought first. Along with that, elaborating more on the story/script of the short film, going deeper into the details and themes of the story that we'll be working through, and updates as it continues through revisions through the summer. Lastly, I'd like to elaborate on some of my hopes for the potential of the expanded story. I haven't necessarily worked every detail and story beat out, but I really do think there's good potential for a larger short and or possibly feature. Again, I still have to work out the details. I haven't written up the script yet or anything for the 2-hour long version, but if the story is worthy of being that length, then I hope to make it happen. Either way, that's just a brief overview of the project itself and some of the things I plan on going into further detail about. I appreciate you taking the time to listen and showing your interest in the film. So that's it for right now, but stay tuned for further details. Thank you.